When I was in 7th grade at 13 years old, I made a bucket list of 100 things that I wanted to accomplish in my life. I made them realistic, but at the same time, I did shoot for the stars. He just picked easy things. No, these were actually challenging, and surprisingly, I got exactly what I wanted every time. I don't know what I do, why I get what I want. When I want something, I hone in, focus, get it, but also I get extremely lucky with some of these, and you'll see the opportunities that are more the rare. Like, how did he actually get that pulled off once? I'm not going to go through all 125 because that would be a long video. I'll go through the big highlights and the last ones that people may not like. There's some that people may not understand at all, and be like, and I'm just gonna go through and see which ones are interesting to say, and we'll go from there. So 2007 to 2022, age 13 to 27. Um, so I wanted to be a pro athlete. That was one of my bigger goals. I did jiu-jitsu, wrestling. I did striking for a little bit, and then I honed in on jiu-jitsu being my main thing. I transitioned to mainly that in 2012, and I became a pro grappler. It's what I did full time most of my life. I have been working other job since like 2020, but before that it was just strict jujitsu. And yeah, it became a pro athlete in 2014, and I was a pro athlete from 2014 till last year when all my health stuff started. So yeah, I got that one pretty easily. Win a pro championship belt. So jiu-jitsu, you get medals and stuff, but I always wanted belts because that's what was cool in the sport. And I had a goal of winning one belt, and I was like, once I win, I don't know if I'm gonna want to keep doing this. Well, I won that my freshman year, and then from freshman year till up until last year with that medical emergency, I was winning belts consistently almost every year. I have 16, I think, total belts. So once you get above 4, they kind of lose their meaning, and it's not as big a deal. But it was on the bucket list, and I did that. Reality TV, and I wanted to be on TV. So two separate things. So I just wanted to be featured on TV, and that was a goal. Not like channel local news or anything, but actually on a big television show. That was one goal. Second goal was I wanted myself to be on TV. So I did get on TV on Nickelodeon show called Crash Leads. It was with Rob Gronkowski from the NFL. I submitted a video, and this will be down the line. I'll explain more, and sold it to a company who then sold it to the TV show, and I was able to be featured on the show of me wiping out a backflip. Great. I then also got the opportunity to be on Ink Masters as a canvas. So I got to live both my dream of seeing myself on an episode of TV through submitting something, and then plus I was actually on a show myself as a canvas and got to be on reality TV. So that was a huge one. Probably the one I thought was not going to happen, and probably one of the bigger dream come trues that I got to experience that. Both sides. I also do want to have a viral video, which to me is 1 million views in like a week. I had hit in 2015 67 million view video, but it was on another person's account. It was People Are Amazing and Fail Army and stuff like that. So didn't really count it. I have had a dozen of 100K plus view ones, but I did manage to get my 8 million view video recently on my own account. So I did have viral videos, but they were on other accounts and less than what I wanted. But I finally did hit that 8 million views in 3 weeks of working. The video got 8 million views in 2 days. And then another goal was I want to do combat jiu-jitsu and compete on UFC Fight Pass with striking. So I got to do both. My goal was just to get on UFC Fight Pass. I got to do straight grappling, and I got to do the combat jiu-jitsu striking. So those were two huge goals. I can say I fought on UFC Fight Pass with strikes, and it's a pretty cool thing to say. This was a really important one to me. I've never drank, smoked, or done any drugs. I said starting in 10th grade, I told myself, you're not going to do that because you don't want to fit in that category. You're not the same as everyone else. And I promised myself, just because everyone else can't be silly in person and they need to hide behind getting drunk, high, whatever, that I would never do those things. And I haven't. I'm 31 years old, and everyone said, oh, wait till you hit 21, 26, you're going to definitely do it. Nope, no chance now. Backflipped. I wanted to learn how to do backflip on my own. That was easy. Did that in 7th grade, so I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on that. This one seems a little silly, but I did want to have a girlfriend, and I struggled till I was 16 to get a girlfriend, and I had two now, pretty long-term relationships, 7, 8 years back to back. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm married now, so I'm super happy. Media, I did want to get 10K followers, which I did hit on Instagram. So that was accomplished like in 2019. It's not a big deal, but it's still on my list. Freedom mentally from my OCD, autism stuff. I have always been working on that. I never thought that would be accomplished, but with my health issues and my surgery and almost dying, when I came out of surgery and they're like, you were out for 8.5 hours, that was supposed to be quick, you almost died, stuff like that, it kind of has released me, and I feel like that goal is achieved now. So yeah, if you guys want more in depth on what else is on the list, or to see some of the stuff I've done on Nickelodeon, Ink Masters, UFC Fight Pass, just some of the stuff I explained, let me know, and I'll definitely can make more videos on it, depending on what you guys want to see. Oh, college degrees was on the list too. For one to say, I have associates and bachelors, so that was another one that was on the list, but I didn't really care. Again, comment below if you want more information, more from the list, and let me know what your bucket list stuff is. I've done 125 stuff on mine, and I guess I have to make another one. Peace.